I'd now like to introduce Mark Balaam from imabi, and he's going to talk to you today about the work that they do in regards to violence against women and girls. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you. Let me just share my screen. Can everybody see that? Yeah, good. Thank you. Right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Balaam, and I am the founder and CEO of imabi. We're following on from being the headline sponsor at February's Women's Night Safety Charter Summit. So we welcome the opportunity to do this lunch and learn session to provide more detail about what imabi is all about. For those of you that don't know who we are, in summary, imabi is a social impact company with a vision to create a safer, kinder and healthier world for millions of people every day, everywhere. We are very proud to say that we are already delivering this vision in schools, colleges, universities, businesses, transport, policing and across communities. I'd just like to spend the next 15 minutes explaining what motivated me to create imabi, why we had to be different, what we are already delivering, and how we are working together with others to make change happen. imabi was created to foster genuine, sustainable and progressive behavioural change using innovative, responsible and accessible technology. We have developed a first-of-a-kind predictive intelligence platform to give users and communities around the world access to the support and information they need to enhance their lives, be safe, healthy and better connected. Using our technology and data analytics hub, we deliver measurable social impact and actionable social change in real time and help others to do the same. Our platform is flexible and adaptable in responding to emerging threats and trending social topics such as violence against women and girls, child safeguarding, racial abuse, knife crime, workplace harassment and discrimination, social mobility and community unrest. We're led by strong social values delivered using groundbreaking technology because we believe that empowerment, education and enhanced well-being lie at the heart of a better society. I have over 30 years of safeguarding and national security experience. However, over time, I became increasingly frustrated that the organisations that I'd worked with over these years wasn't doing enough, and I felt more could be done to create real change. I was further motivated and inspired by my two amazing young daughters, Imogen and Abigail, hence the name imabi, who I saw were growing up in an ever-challenging, stressful and harmful world. As a father, I wanted to ensure my girls and millions of people around the world are safe, healthy and mentally well. So I decided to do something about it myself. imabi is about tackling all forms of harmful behaviour, personal safety, security, well-being and mental health issues. We have adopted the word peace, and to us it's about prevention. We must stop simply reacting, but instead put effort into prevention. Education. It's important we move away from a normalised society and to provide education on what's right and wrong. Action. We must stop simply talking about the issue, but instead take action. Change. It is essential that these actions lead to real, positive and sustainable change. And empowerment. Most importantly, we must ensure everyone is empowered to speak out, report and seek support when needed. It's about bringing people and organisations together to create real positive social change. So how big is the problem? The problem is both personal, affecting millions of people every year, and financial, costing businesses and the economy billions of pounds every year. I will leave you to read some of the statistics on this slide while I continue. However, please remember that behind each one is a person. It could be your daughter, your son, partner, relative, friend, colleagues, or even not yourself on this call today. Whoever it is, it's important we do what we can to prevent anyone being a contributor to these statistics. We all know the saying, prevention is better than cure. However, things don't seem to be getting any better, unfortunately. The challenges of today's world is frightening and the personal and economic impact is huge. The impacts are widespread. We are seeing businesses experiencing many or all of the pain points and challenges shown on the screen. These all present tangible personal, financial and reputational risks to all UK businesses and individuals. Businesses need to ensure employee and customer security, safeguarding and well-being is fit for purpose. especially with the Workers' Protection Act coming into force on the 26th of October this year. However, we do appreciate that businesses have operational and financial challenges that often take priorities. So it was therefore essential that imabi provides a tangible return on investment and helps to create efficiencies and make businesses more effective and better places to work and visit. So why do we have to be different? We recognise that the market is full of so-called solutions. Unfortunately, many apps and data sources are reactive, provide misinformation, are not personalised, and often leave the user confused, fearful, or give a false sense of safety and security. Let's take a search engine such as Google as an example. Yes, you can search for anything and gain access to a wealth of information. However, how useful is that data? Is it current? Is it factual? Is it relevant? Is it personalised to you? Is it actionable? Often the answer is no. So how much help is it really when needed for your safety, security, well-being and mental health? In summary, we are seeing solutions in the market that are extremely dangerous and irresponsible. imabi is about providing proactive, preventative, factual and validated information, which is personalised and tailored to your situation. We empower users to make decisions that keep them safe, well, connected and informed. Over the past 5 years, we have created a first-of-a-kind national ecosystem and tailored solution for everyone, every day, everywhere. Our central, responsible and considered technology platform allows us to constantly innovate and create tailored and customised solutions for multiple markets, including education, businesses and communities. Our platform and ecosystem includes Inspire, which is aimed at the education market to provide safeguarding and wellbeing support to students, teachers in schools, colleges and universities. Railway Guardian has been built on our enterprise solution and has been tailored for the British Transport Police. It's helping them tackle violence against women and girls and promoting active bystanders on the rail network. We link into the 61016 See It, Say It, Sort It tech service, and we have become the UK's first and only integrated crime reporting app. Our partnership with Crime Stoppers also allows us users to anonymously report crimes. Guardian is our free consumer app that's been tailored to complement Railway Guardian and help tackle violence against women and girls when you're not on the rail network. Community is our national free consumer app that is helping to create safer and healthier communities through local and national initiatives. Pro is aimed at the workplace. It's tackling workplace discrimination and harassment, harmful behaviours, security threats, mental health, and helping businesses to reinforce laws, policies and training, such as wave training and compliance with the new Workers' Protection Act. And it's improving brand reputation and helping to attract and retain talent. imabi Community CRC is our not-for-profit company, set up specifically to support safeguarding in the education sector and to create more safer communities. So what does it look like? Our trusted all-in-one place solution allows us to tailor and conveniently present a number of services and features to organisations and individuals through a number of user-facing apps and back-end portal with data, analytics and reporting. The one shown here is Railway Guardian that we've created and licensed to British Transport Police. To support our prevention ethos, it's essential we educate and empower our users and make it easily accessible to get the information support they need conveniently. Guides, educates and provides essential knowledge to ensure we make safer decisions and know right from wrong. Because unfortunately, we are living in a nation that normalises unacceptable behaviours. Support links you to support services so you can get help when you need it. Report makes it easier to report crimes, harmful behaviours, environmental and mental health issues. Location provides a suite of comprehensive geolocation tools to share your journey and with friends and loved ones and notify people when you arrive somewhere safely. You can use our Rescue Me feature when you need help, and you can also be navigated to important places such as safe havens and spaces, the National Defibrillator Network, bleed kits, trauma packs and food banks. Messages provides real-time messaging so you receive important information when you need it. Notice board links you to other essential information, partner organisations and promotes national and local campaigns. Your Voice is a powerful customer and public engagement area that provides you with the ability to share your concerns, experiences, complete surveys, and quickly respond to topical snapshot questions. All of this is managed by a central administration portal that organisations control. This allows endless content management and also allows trend analysis reporting, so you know what's happening in your organisation and community. We certainly aren't reinventing the wheel when it comes to geolocation tools. However, we have taken the best and most responsible features and solutions that are in the market, and we've put them all together in one place. We also provide users with total control of their privacy. You share your location when you want to. You don't share your location when you want to. Unlike other apps on the market that just have geolocation features, this is just one of many services and features that complement each other to help you keep you safe and well. The screenshots here show how we communicate the locations and navigate users to nearby safe havens, safe spaces, or safe places, depending on the scheme. As it's essential users are not navigated to one of these safe places that is closed, we look up opening times and display to users in real time. Where available, we can also provide what services are provided at each location, therefore managing users' expectation. Once one of these safe locations has been selected, the user will be navigated to it. As mentioned previously, our comprehensive suite of geolocation tools is constantly growing. I mentioned your voice earlier. This is a feature that allows you to engage with your staff, customers, and community. We reinforce your communication channels in a convenient and accessible way that increases your ability to gather essential data. We can do this anonymously, so users feel comfortable to share their concerns and observations. Data captured can be analysed and presented in various formats, supporting business cases for real change. It's important you know what's happening, so we capture and present data how you want to see it. This is an example of data from the Railway Guardian app for British Transport Police. If you want heat maps or trend analysis, we can provide that and make it accessible in real time to you. It's important for imabi that we aren't a company that's just doing this alone. We believe that change can only happen when you work with others. We are therefore so proud of our partners and supporters. Our partnerships allow us to promote and signpost our users to their services and amplifies their campaigns and information. By working together, it allows us to educate and reinforce important messages on a much wider scale. As an example, we recently worked with White Ribbon on the Euros 24 campaign for keeping women safe throughout the Euros, due to violence and abuse against women increasing significantly when England play football. Partnerships are so important to us, as together we are so much stronger. Many of you have already signed up to the Women's Night Safety Charter. If not, then please obviously speak to Sarah. For those of you that have, are you satisfied that you are doing as much as you can to meet those pledges? Have you experienced challenges with meeting certain pledges in there? I'm pleased to communicate that you aren't alone, and we can help you meet all 7 pledges and your commitments to your staff, customers, and wider communities. Please reach out to us and we can discuss how our platform and suite of apps can really support you. imabi is also supports your compliance with meeting the Workers Protection Act that comes into force at the end of this October. We are really here to help. We have a rooted commitment for tackling violence against women and girls. So we have launched our new free consumer app, imabi Guardian. imabi Guardian has all the features and services of our other apps. However, we are working with subject matter experts and charities to help fight this problem and educate and empower society to change. As a man, a father, and a White Ribbon ambassador, it's important we educate men and empower women to speak out and help us create a world that women can live their lives in without fear from men. We are constantly reaching out to like-minded organisations and individuals to invite them to be part of our journey and help us grow the content and support services we offer. I mentioned early imabi Community, our not-for-profit CIC. Our vision is to safeguard over 1 million children by the end of 2025. imabi has already committed over £100,000 to ensure imabi Inspire has helped safeguard over 30,000 children. imabi has already saved a number of children's lives, and we recently identified a paedophile teacher that's now been convicted. so we really do make a difference. But we want to safeguard more children and young adults and create much safer communities. We have therefore introduced imabi Match to help individuals, organisations and public bodies help us make a difference to millions of people every day. It's essential we educate the next generation. In summary, imabi is passionate and truly committed to creating real and sustainable positive social change. We believe technology can help in educating boys and men about preventing gender-based violence, harassment and abuse. We need to make it easy and convenient to access help and support when needed. However, more importantly, we need to ensure women can live their lives freely without compromise or fear. We know tackling women's safety is a big task, and wherever we work together, we can start to make positive steps forward. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. imabi has already developed and is delivering the solution. We appreciate it may be confusing to know who to trust and who can truly help you. Hopefully today has given you a deeper insight into imabi and reassured you about our values and commitment for creating real change. Thank you for listening to me today and taking the time. Please scan the QR code that's on the screen, visit our website. Please feel free to email either my team or myself, as we would love to tell you so much more about imabi and the work that we're doing. Feel free to download one of our consumer-facing apps, which is imabi Guardian, imabi Community or Railway Guardian, and explore for yourself what you've heard today. We would also love to speak to you about our work within schools for Inspire and businesses for our Pro offering. Thank you for your time today. And does anyone have any questions? I'll stop sharing the screen at this.
Anyone got any questions for Mark? And please feel free to put your hand up or stick them in the chat. Just while you're having any thoughts, I'd just like to add thanks very much for coming along today, Mark. It's really insightful. I know a little bit more probably than others on the call because I work closely with Mark here at Safer Business Network. Mark's kindly mapped safe havens for us. We're also having conversations around, we're creating a lot of toolkits now, support toolkits for various sectors that are signed to the charter, and Mark's helping us and supporting us with those. And also other conversations that we're entailing with, like the Premiership League and the Met Police. So some really exciting changes coming up. So really grateful for you giving up your time today, Mark. And Francis, you've got your hand up. Do you want to shout a question out?
Yeah, I just wanted to check out the costs. So I think it's free for members of the public. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Can you say what the charge is for the Pro version?
It's typically based on the size of the organisation in there, but predominantly as a sort of recommended retail price, should we say, it's between sort of £2 to £4 a user per month is how we gauge it. Depending on how many employees within those organisations, we work out how many would be active users and therefore come out of a price that meets budgets. But the RRP is based on a user price.
Okay, thanks so much.
No.
So we've got a question in the chat, Mark, which is from Nat. Having worked with BTP and Project Guardian in the past, how do you find young people engage with these services?
We're finding that because your mobile phone is your trusted device and your lifeline, that's where making it accessible on mobile devices increases the probability of people accessing the information that they need. So people are looking sort of for disparate solutions at the moment by Googling something or going to use various different apps, but there's nothing where it's all in one place. And by businesses and communities and by schools promoting imabi as the one place that they need to go to increases the probability that you can use one application to access everything that you need. So we're seeing great uptake of people, you know, the young using this because they see it as information that they need. It's very digestible and it's very ease of use.
Are they using it mostly as victims, or do you think you're getting the bystander stuff as well?
we're getting the bystander as well, and certainly across schools, for example, because one of the things is it's about reinforcing other messages that other people provide. So if you have training into a business or across communities or within schools, one of the things that we look to do is reinforce that training. So if those organisations can leave something behind on imabi, then there's a better chance of reinforcing that once that's finished. So if you think about wave training, for example, through Safer Business Network, once Erin's gone, for example, how do we make sure that that great training is reinforced? And we can not only just make it available on the platform, but this is where we use the messaging service to push reminders out and navigate people to that particular training. So you can put your policies, your training, everything in one place in imabi, and it doesn't get lost on internet sites or intranets.
Thank you.
Another one in the chat, Mark, which is from Catherine. Are you working with any Croydon schools currently?
Not at the moment. We did. We reached out to Jenny Steele after the Evening Standard around Norwood School, I think it was, yeah. But we haven't heard anything back at the moment because there was obviously something that the Evening Standard's doing, and they did an article and sort of an investigative article a few months ago in there. So we've reached out, but obviously with the school holidays, we went radio silent over July and August, but. We're hoping to, if anybody knows of any, please point them in our direction.
Thanks, Mark.
I'll just unmute myself to just add that I can probably help facilitate that. So I've taken your email down, and I'll get in touch with you about trying to engage some of our schools in Croydon.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Thanks, Catherine. That's it in the chat. No hands are raised. So yeah, no, that was really insightful, Mark. So again, thanks very much for your time. And thank you for everyone attending today. And we'll give you half an hour back of your lunch break if that's what you're on. But yeah, thanks again for joining us. The recording will be available, which I can share if people want to drop me an email. We will add it to the Toolkit Hub, but we're actually in the process of transferring that. So please bear with us for that. And Mark, it was a question about can the slides be made available? So could you share them with me and then I can share them out? Is that okay?
Yes, yeah, and what I'm happy to do is share the slides with the narrative as well, because I think obviously the slides have got certain information on them, and then obviously what I communicated, supplements that as well. I'm very conscious that what imabi's produced is quite comprehensive in there, so it's a lot to digest in there. But we find that at least by sort of communicating what we provide, hopefully people reach out for particular areas that they would like a bit more information on. So more than happy to share all the content today, so you can absorb it in your own time.
That's great. Thanks, Mark. And there is a link in the chat, people, for feedback. If you can feedback to me, that would be gratefully appreciated. So thanks again, everybody, and look forward to speaking to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.